Now Cheshire East have very kindly let everybody know that the West Street will be closed from the 7th of October to the 17th of November. We're doing it in sections. And wonderfully they put this right on the corner. So if you're in a buggy and you get bathed, and if you get bathed, you get drenched. Wonderful bit of design that is. Now the courthouse entrance can't be far off finished now. It looks as though they've just got glass to put in. It's quite a grand affair. You just wanted to get into court or out of court, you didn't want something fantastic. So we've got, what is it, week, possibly 2 weeks to finish this now. We've still got the floods by the old library that it was, and it's all the way along here. And who thinks Cheshire East maybe ought to be doing something about this and not bugging about putting things that nobody really wants. If you look at the floor, you see every time somebody comes past, that was a good shot. So come winter, when it's freezing, we're going to have a new ice rink, aren't we? And you can hear the old mirror, just from the other side you can see the court entrance. And we do have all these bricks in cages. It seems a long way off being finished when they've only got a couple of weeks. And we have got 2 diggers going at it full bore and some are drilling away, but there's only that sort of section that they've actually done anything. The rest is just a car park and holding area. There's a lot of cages there for more bricks presumably to go in. So if they're going to finish in 2 weeks, they've got to be clocking on a bit. Well, the autumn colours are starting, and it'll be almost a daily occurrence of how they change. See them leaves going red here, and that tree at the far end's further gone. So we could have some spectacular views in a few days. We've still got all the pretty flowers out. They're doing well. Considering all we've had for the last 2 days is bloody water. It's absolutely thrown it down, hasn't it? More promise for this week. Well, we have shown the signs for West Street where they're going to close it from October till November. And just talking to the staff on the bus station, at the present time they can't see any alternative other than to use Broad Street, Badger Avenue for the buses. So anybody that lives down West Street that gets on the bus, it's going to be dodgy, because for 6 weeks you're going to have to walk to Badger to get on the bus. And if you want to come to town, it'd be cheaper and simpler and easier to actually walk to town sooner than get on a walk from, say, Richard Street or something into or Bright Street to Badger Avenue to get on the bus to come to town. So we might see a lot less people in town. But, that's the latest news. If anything changes, we'll let you know on that one. So that's going to be a nice 6 weeks, isn't it, for anybody that's a regular bus user. Oh look, we've got another big L by the tanning centre. So you can't go on that side of the pavement. Someone's digging a big hole. And a bit further down they've also got another bloody big hole, and this is Virgin Media. So we had this with Lila Connect, didn't we? They're digging up everywhere and blocking the roads and all sorts of bloody rubbish. And now it's Virgin Media's turn. And once again, Virgin Media, now we've got 3 big holes. So within 100 yards you've got 3 big holes. And why they can't sort of do one hole and then move along and do the next instead of causing bloody chaos and wrecking the place. And will they ever put things back as they were? And they're doing like Lila Connect, so they're putting a box there, which isn't so bad here. But if you've got a front garden and you're doing that same sort of business, you've got to dig your bloody garden up. But there, how it gets from there into the house is an interesting point, possibly going through your foundations. A couple of weeks since they were down West Avenue and what have you, closing the road, and we've still got half the bloody signs left, so they still haven't bloody shifted it. Here's an interesting question, and somebody may answer it. This is fibre optic, so why do they come and have a box and join it in the box instead of going directly? You know, you make a hole, you put the wire through, you connect it to the router inside, you lead the wire up to the post and connect it. Why do they put these boxes to join? So there's 2 joins on the wire. The more joins you have, the worse it is. But not only that, these boxes are then liable to be vandalised because they're outside. So if somebody's got an answer to that one, it'll be interesting to see why. Now, we did report on this before, this new building down Dunwundy Way, that they did this nice piece of concrete, got this all ready for concreting, and it's been weeks and weeks, nobody on site, nothing done. So quite a lot's happening with this lot. Seems to take forever. They can get planning permission this week and it can be 6 months before they actually start. Winching New Road has got traffic signals on it while they try and repair the bridge, so it's causing a bit of confusion. How long that's going to last, we don't know. Just a cemetery here. This is the most wonderful autumn colours when it starts. It's just barely starting, but all these aces turn totally red, and it really is something else when autumn comes. Now, by these houses, which is by lead on to Frank Webb, for some reason they've blocked all this path off. Quite how you get to your house is another matter, but they don't seem to be doing any work. It's all blocked off. No explanation of why. Well, Bright Street, where they were messing about doing the footpaths a couple of weeks ago, there's now a new sign that says from the 30th to the 3rd they'll be working for with permit, but they're going to do the footpath, and suggesting that if you don't shift your car they're going to bloody tow it. Well, there's no permit number, so it's a bit of a strange one. And there's some further down as well. I've got some notices over there, that's from the 2nd to the 7th, and here we've got one from the 1st to the 7th. And this might sound a bit stupid, but you closed all these roads last week or week before and bodged it, so we were coming back to bodge it again. Why didn't we do it all on the first time? Why are we doing it twice? Just asking. We're just looking at the Crozy Club, and obviously the door's all been smashed in. Now we have been told there's a lot of homeless going in there and wrecking the place. I mean, it's going to come down anyway, but they've made a good job of smashing that. Can't see any homeless, but quite a few have reported that the homeless are in there and really going to town. Well, they really have gone to town on it. There's more smashed windows, some boarded up, so they seem to be smashing them quicker than they can board them up. around the back, oh god, got some nice graffiti. And they've really gone to town, so it's been boarded up, so they've smashed the boards open, winded off its hinges, rubbish everywhere, graffiti everywhere. Even the upstairs window's smashed. So, well, it's homeless, so just somebody thought it'd be good fun. On Crewe Town Council, the offices are here. They spent £20,000 for a mural, whatever, on the side. And they've also spent a lot of money on research into it and what have you. So I was glad to see the council got plenty of money to spend. And when we did the skate park, all we did was get in touch with the graphic design in the college. They gave it to their students and they got like 30 or 40 different designs, and job was done. Didn't cost us a fortune in consultation fees. And they have put a lot of bollards on this bit next. I'll say bollards, bloody big pieces of concrete all the way along. So we won't be going over that in a big hurry. Still doing the little, I think it's just stairs, but it looks more like a bloody toilet they're actually doing there. And by the theatre they're closing the road again. I think they're having a game now. How many roads can we close and how much confusion can we cause? And they seem to be doing them all at once, here, there and everywhere. Well, they have cleaned all the flower beds by the Victoria Centre. So whether they're now going to put some fancy flowers in, looking all very clean. West Street on a Wednesday, it's like a ghost town. Who remembers the old days when Wednesday the shops all closed? So the Cap on the corner is closed 21st of September till the 30th, and these have just got a level 3 food rating. And still nothing's ever been done about this Long Fung Emporium, has it? It's been like this for years. We did highlight this Woolly shop last week. And it is sort of a perhaps limited footfall because it's a unique shop. And what's happened is the council are liable to shut this down and make them bankrupt. They're demanding exorbitant rates for it. Now if you judge the size of this, and then we go down the Clear Pharmacy, which is double the size, it's got an upstairs. That little shop hasn't got an upstairs. The rates are the same. So it's only a little shop, but the lady trying to do her best. It's a unique product she's doing, personal service. And it looks now, because the council have taken her to court, so she might have to go bankrupt. Well, we see the size of this shop and the size of hers, why the rates would be the same, God only knows. I mean, it's a good run Cheshire East out. We're trying to get shops open and you're always trying to close them down for the sakes of a couple of bob. And you don't get much for your rates when you've paid them, do you? Well, if you're wanting like £1,000 a month rates, and then the rent, gas and electric, you understand why all these shops are shut. An old story, but the noisy said the fishing is still open by the old Argos. And again, it's like it's at the library, they're not doing anything about it. And every time it rains, and it's not rained for a couple of days, but every time it rains, you get a bloody fishing pool. Across the road we've got a big advertising sign. And when are the council going to do anything about these floods? So I keep saying come winter when it splashes all over the place and people break the bloody necks. I hope they sue the council. Well, they've now fixed Connor's window, or obviously it's not Connor's anymore because he's done a run. Well, you would think, wouldn't you, if I was the landlord, you'd want all this rubbish removing. Because anybody wants to take it on, they've got to pay a fortune and weeks of work to get rid of all this lot. Well, at least the window's been fixed. Till the next time. Well, a homeless person back outside the bank. I thought they'd shifted them on once, but they seem to be back again. I'm just checking on Oak Street car park, what's happening. In simple words, now nothing, zilch. Nobody on site, nothing happening. Well, it's been a fair while now and absolutely nothing's happened at all. So they might as well have left it open and got a couple of bob out of it. Well, High Street, there never seems to be any progress. They're messing about with them bollards, whatever you want to call them, that we did the other week. Well, it's not really. There's some nice stones there to go down somewhere. There's nothing that you can say, wow, look what they've done this week. They are messing about down here a bit more. Where the tree was, they've now filled in with a load of hardcore. It's supposed to be coming across there, so the lorries could get in there. But it doesn't seem to have happened. Still no pedestrian crossings. You've got to take your life in your hands if you want to get here, or walk all the way up there. I'm down Mull Street trying to see the progress they've made, and you can't really see anything. They all seem to have gone home. So it looks as though the cycleway will be there when they finish buggering about. And the new path there. So that means, like Delamere Street, you've got the footpath and you've got the cycle path on the road, but it looks as though now the cycle path is going to be on the pavement. So as most bikers go on the pavement anyway, it doesn't make a lot of bloody difference, does it? You see they have chopped back the other side. So that's going to be a very narrow path. So if you're in a wheelchair, it's going to be a bit tight, that is. So they've done this all the way along, up to just past the lights. And they've now started on the other side. I'd be a bit concerned if you've got the cycle path on the same level or on the pavement. Because a recipe for disaster, that is. They do have some very pretty double yellow lines there. And go about 20 foot, and that's as far as they go. And if I'm not going to chop this back like they said and make it wider, they might as well have left the down tree alone. And it is causing confusion again, because people are coming around here to go up Mill Street, can't get up Mill Street, so they're going that way. And if they can't come down from Mill Street, they're coming down this way, and it's going gridlock. Now, we did report all these holes for Virgin Media, and it seemed to have finished and not done too bad of a job of putting everything back as it was. So it has been a pretty quick turnaround. So all three have now gone. It's a difficult job, isn't it? Because you want somebody that's qualified to do all the fibre optics, and then you want somebody that can do all sorts of bloody footpaths, which isn't, two totally different jobs. They were here somewhere, and it looks to be reasonably well fixed.